Good morning, and welcome back to your Renewed Faith Devotions. We're looking at the great influences of our faith, and we continue to look at the life and character of the prophet Elijah. From 1 Kings chapter 19 and from verse 1, I read, Now Ahab told Jezebel everything that Elijah had done, and how he had killed all the prophets with the sword. So Jezebel sent a messenger to Elijah, saying, May the gods deal with me, and ever so severely, if by this time tomorrow I do not make your life like the lives of those you killed. And Elijah was afraid, and ran for his life. When he came to Beersheba in Judah, he left his servant there, while he himself traveled on a day's journey into the wilderness. He sat down under a broom tree and prayed that he might die. I have had enough, Lord, he said. Take my life, for I am no better than my fathers. Then he lay down under the broom tree and fell asleep. Suddenly, an angel touched him and said, Get up and eat. And he looked around, and there by his head was a cake of bread baked over hot coals, and a jar of water. So he ate and drank, and lay down again. A second time the angel of the Lord returned and touched him, saying, Get up and eat, or the journey will be too much for you. So he got up and ate and drank, and strengthened by that food he walked 40 days and 40 nights until he reached Horeb, the mountain of God. There Elijah entered a cave and spent the night. And the word of the Lord came to him, saying, What are you doing here, Elijah? I have been very zealous for the Lord, the God of hosts, he replied. But the Israelites have forsaken your covenant, torn down your altars, and killed your prophets with the sword. I am the only one left, and they are seeking my life as well. Then the Lord said, Go out and stand on the mountain before the Lord. Behold, the Lord is about to pass by. And a great and mighty wind tore into the mountains and shattered the rocks before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind. After the wind there was an earthquake, but the Lord was not in the earthquake. After the earthquake there was a fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire came a still, small voice. When Elijah heard it, he wrapped his face in his cloak and went out and stood at the mouth of the cave. Suddenly a voice came to him and said, What are you doing here, Elijah? I have been very zealous for the Lord, the God of hosts, he replied. But the Israelites have forsaken your covenant, torn down your altars, and killed your prophets with the sword. I am the only one left, and they are seeking my life as well. Then the Lord said to him, Go back the way you came, and go to the desert of Damascus. When you arrive, you are to anoint Hazael as king over Aram. You are to anoint Jehu, son of Nimshi, as king over Israel, and Elisha, son of Shaphat, from Abel Maholah, to succeed you as prophet. Then Jehu will put to death whoever escapes the sword of Hazael, and Elisha will put to death whoever escapes the sword of Jehu. Nevertheless, I have reserved 7,000 in Israel, all whose knees have not bowed to Baal, and whose mouths have not kissed him. From this passage, we can see that Elijah has completed the destruction of the idol worship in Israel by executing all the prophets of Baal. And as a result, Queen Jezebel, Ahab's wife, vows now to kill Elijah. And hearing this threat, Elijah becomes extremely apprehensive and ends up in the desert fearing for his life. An angel is commissioned to support and strengthen Elijah in the midst of his depression. And after eating the food provided by God, he gains sufficient strength to make the 40-day journey to Mount Horeb. There, as he sits in a cave, the Lord comes to him and speaks. But his message comes not through the mighty wind, the earthquake, or even the fire, but in a still small voice. God then gives him 3 specific tasks and assures him of the preservation of a faithful remnant in Israel. Would you like to see how an expert counselor treats depression? Then look at God's prescription for Elijah's depression. Firstly, sleep, then food, then conversation, then ventilation of feelings, a change of perspective, and a new challenge. And so, as we restart this series of devotions, would you ask the Lord to apply the same treatment to you the next time you feel depressed? God bless you and have an awesome week.